Good morning, grade 6. So today we are going to be doing a little quiz as a check-in to see how you're doing with the multiplication. And what I need us to do is when I ask you to pause the video, answer the question. You can use paper, any strategy you like, then leave a little comment for the strategy you use to solve the problem. And then you can press play and you can go on to the next question. So the first question I want us to work on is 27 times 9 equals. So pause the video right now, use whatever strategy, write in your comments, and then you can press play on the video and you can watch how some different strategies that I am suggesting that you can use. So one strategy is friendly numbers, and a friendly number close to 9 is 10. So I know that 227 times 10 is 270. It means I have 10 groups of 27. But that's not the same as my question. My question says I have 9 groups of 27. So I need to subtract one group of 27 from 270. So if I do my subtraction, minus 27, I draw my line, I can do my cross out, so I want to borrow from here, so this now makes 6. This becomes a 10, so 10 minus 7 is 3, 6 minus 2 is 4, 2 minus 0 is 2, and my answer is 243. Another strategy we could use is old school stack them up, 27 times 9, where we're just going to go, sorry my X is not good, 9 times 7 is 63, 6 goes to the top, 9 times 2 is 18 plus 6 is 24, and I still get 243. Maybe you used a different strategy. I'm excited to see what you wrote. Let's go to a new page and check out our next question. Alright, so the next question I want you to work on is 38 times 50 equals. Now there are many different strategies we can use for this. I am curious to see which one you choose, so pause the video, answer the question, write your comments, and let's talk about some strategies. Thank you for answering the question and writing down your strategies. Let's talk about some different ways we could do this. The first way I like to use when I'm doing a question with a multiple of 10 is 38. I like to write it at the bottom. 38 times 50. I know that we're going to end in a 0 because this 0 times anything is 0. So I write my 0 right in there. So that's a 0. And now I multiply the way I did with my last question. So 5 times 8 is 40. I move my 4 over the 3 into the tens column. 5 times 3 is 15. Then I add my 4. So 15 plus 4 is 19. And my answer is 1900. Another way you could do it is 38 times 50. You could change the order. And this is going to involve 2 layers, and we'll have to do some addition as well. So 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. We remember when we are multiplying, because we are going into a tens column, we have to add the 0 when we enter the next category. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. And now I add these numbers together. So what I added when I did 8 times 50, and then when I did 30 times 50. So that's all I'm doing is 8 times 50, then 30 times 50. So 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 9, and 1. And we can see my answer is still 1900. I'm curious to see what strategies you used in this one. Let's go on to our third and final problem. 93 times 24 equals. There are a few different ways you could solve this. I'm very curious to see which ones you choose. So pause the video, answer the questions, write your comments, and then come back to it and let me know. And we can see the strategies I've used. 5, 4, 3. All right, and you're back, I hope. So 93 times 24. So there's a few different ways I can do this. First one is making friendly numbers. So 90 times 24, and 3 plus 3 times 24. And then I can add these ones together. So let's do that. 90 times 24. I'm going to go with my easy method that I used before. 90, I'll put the one multiple of 10 on the bottom, times 24. Put the 0. 9 times 4 is 36. Bring that 3 over. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. So I know that this is 2160, 2160, plus I got to do 3 times 24. So I'll write 24 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Remember, if you're doing 2 digit by 1 digit, it's always easier to put the 1 digit on the bottom. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 3 times 24 is 72. And I can add these up. 0 plus 2 is 2. 6 plus 7 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus nothing is 2. 2,232 is my answer. Would be one strategy you could use to do this. Hopefully these help, and I'd really like to see what your comments were for when you did this. Thank you.